I am back in town here to give the Stellar update for you. Hey, what's up? You're up there today. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Let's get you caught up on that Stellar news. So let's go screen and screen. As always, any article you see in this video is linked in the description below. So we're gonna start off with Stellar Twitter here, and it has been quiet with the exception of a grassroots approach. A lot of talk about NFTs, a lot of talk about hackathons, but Stellar, what are you doing? Capture the public's attention right now. What is the public worried about in this realm? Cybersecurity. Wouldn't you love to hear from the Stellar Development Foundation on what Stellar does in terms of cybersecurity, especially now that it's a hot topic? So if Stellar, if you're listening out there, why don't you guys let us know, what can we do to be more secure on the Stellar blockchain? What are things to look out for? Stellar, we're dropping your breadcrumbs. It's time to start picking it up and start getting it in the news. And let's move over to the elephant in the room. The big one that we all want to know about is the Biden executive order on crypto. Little tidbits of information are flowing out there saying that this is going to be a heavier and heavier reach when it comes to national security. Here's what I'm talking about. Calls for crypto regulation mount. Warns it helps Russia evade sanction. Now remember, crypto, this is a two-pronged thing, right? As legacy systems fail, you know what, let's go big screen really quick here. So as legacy systems fall victim to, say, cyber crimes, sanctions, and so forth, right? Crypto is filling that void. We're seeing tons of donations now come across on the Ukrainian side as well as Russian side. And we've seen Russia use crypto now to keep financing their agenda going forward. So again, two-prong effect here, because yes, it is awesome that crypto is filling the void where legacy systems can't. But because of that, we're seeing more and more government officials in the United States call for heavier regulations, especially in regards to national security with crypto. If this is a way for Russia to work around all the sanctions by using crypto, you better believe that the U.S. will go overreach here and will go real heavy on crypto, especially if they keep seeing that Russia is able to avoid sanctions that way. Now let's switch on over to price and network performance, because remember, this whole time I have been telling you, delays cause you money. Delays affect the price. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's go to price right away here. And let's go. Yep, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The more and more delays you have, remember I kept drawing that red box out here? The more delays you have, the more it is price suppression for crypto. Do not be caught by these head fakes. These are extreme head fakes that you see right here where they try to pump up the volume. Nope, it is not the time for crypto. And you're like, well, Klaus, wait a minute. Aren't you bullish on crypto? Yes, I'm super bullish on crypto. But now is not crypto's time. I have been talking in the past. What are some big things we have to look for? Oil over $100. I said once oil goes over 100, the news is going to go crazy with it. And guess what now? Oil is well over 100. Oil is right now at 119 a barrel. So now this whole summer, you're going to be hearing about inflation, oil prices, and guess what else you're going to be hearing about? Safe haven assets, gold. Remember I said gold, if it goes over 1900 and holds, guess what? We're going to be, pressure away from crypto. Well, that's what gold is exactly done. Gold now is at 1983. If gold hits that 2000 mark, and if oil hits 120 and holds, be ready for some massive price adjustments in crypto. And yes, like I said, I am bullish crypto, but there is definitely other things right now that is capturing the attention of investors out there. Don't forget, March 15th and 16th, you have the Feds, right? The Feds are going to come out and they're going to raise interest rates either by a quarter or a half a percentage point. Think about that. That is also going to pull liquidity out of the marketplace as interest rates start to rise. So now let's take a look at network performance. All right, let's look at ledger performance here. Here we go. Like I said the last time, we had, yes, almost 600 million transactions, averaging almost 300 million transactions a month, which is going to put us so close to that 4 billion transaction amount for the year. We're going to keep an eye on transactions during this March-April time to see if things kind of cool down or if they stay hot as they have been. In fact, let's do this. Let's zoom in the 3-month, and you can see on the 3-month here, there has definitely been a rise in transactions, and it has been holding, with the last couple day period being one of the highest in recent history. So network usage is still there and it is growing. Now, that being said, on a liquidity pool side, yes, liquidity pools are functioning correctly, but the interest in them is kind of just dwindling as more and more time goes on. There were periods of time where liquidity pools were holding as much as 50 to 60 million on this particular version here. Now we are sitting at 28 million. And again, a decline in usage. You can actually see the volume participation in these liquidity pools. Certain days there are spikes, yes, but the overall volume is pulling back. But remember, these liquidity pools still need to start being filled with legitimate value projects that bring value to the chain, not take value away from the chain. So let's tie all this up, put it together, put a nice little bow on top of it. Delays cause money, right? Whether it's delays in construction, delays with getting a promotion, it all costs you money, right? Biden executive order delays, that is costing all of us money right now, because as the market is waiting, it is just going to go down, down, and down as precious metals, safe haven assets, and oil start going through the roof. The Russia-Ukraine situation is huge for crypto. Why? Because we are seeing a digital warfare being played out as well. Again, Stellar, I would love to hear your point of view, your tech tips for what we can do on the Stellar chain to keep everything safe, and what we can do on a wallet end. Stellar, this is your in right here, right? Start talking to us about it. The other big things that we talked about is, yes, we have inflation stuff coming up, right? The Federal Reserve, March 15th and 16th, quarter point, 50 point, we don't know. They for sure said a quarter, but some of us out there are thinking at a 50 point. If that 50 point hit happens, that is the Feds admitting that they have been behind the 8 ball. And that means that they are saying, hey, we need to now pump the brakes even harder, which will instantly pull more money out of the crypto market in those high risky assets. Because remember, crypto is bundled in with those high risky assets. Now, some cool stuff with the channel, all right? Got a second channel coming. It's an adventure-based channel. I asked for your support. So if you really could, hit the subscribe button right here for the new adventure-based channel. And if you want to learn about more cool Stellar and crypto stuff, you can always watch this video. All right, everyone, take care.